right, well, thanks for being here, everybody. We're going to start our July 19th break here. We got 5 boxes of Donruss and 2 boxes of National Treasure. Let's start with the first box of Donruss. We've opened up a bunch of Donruss already, but now here's our first mixer going on. Good luck, everybody. Here's our first box, ready to go. Let's move the garbage over. Now we've opened up a bunch of Donruss already. Okay, so we're used to it. We're used to it. But I like starting the mixers. Now remember, there's another mixer. Okay. Oh yeah, let me unpin that. Let's clear up that last T. Cook sale. Thank you, T. Cook, for closing off the break. Get a nice picture going. We usually do four packs here. All right, here we go. Good luck. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for watching. And let's see if we got some big to start us off. And here's the base. We've seen that before. We have Parker Retzlaff. That's our first card of the night. Little Parker Retzlaff. The optic is Connor Daly. And, wow, how about the autograph already? One of my favorites, Harry Gant. There's the box autograph. Turn of the century. The skull. There you go. There's who had the Harry Gant. Never know what else is in National Treasure. I'm always going to put Harry Gant on the Wall of Fame because I'm a big Harry Gant fan, so I appreciate that. And then there's Bubba Wallace. The Unleashed Bubba Wallace. Here's some more base. We got Chase Elliott on the parallel. Ben Rhodes, optic, and a Race Kings, a holographic. The rainbow, the hollow, whatever they're calling it. Martin Truex. If you do want any of these, let me know. I'd be happy to send you some. Let me know on that. But please send me a private message. Send me a message here in Whatnot, because if you post it in chat, I'm going to forget. There's Darrell Waltrip. The Dinger. The Dinger on the optic. And another Race Kings, Kyle Larson. Pack number 4. A blue. Ty Dillon. This one's numbered 133. Anthony Alfredo optic. And here's our first Spellbound, the T for Earnhardt. All right, there we go. This is kind of exciting because I'm really looking forward to National Treasure. Like I said, we had 3 case breaks already, and that's 60 boxes. And those are late nights. So let's see how we're doing on some mixers here. We won't cheat. All right, we got some color coming up. Here's some red coming up. We have Kurt Busch is the parallel. And then Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell, the red. Remember, these are out of 199. Who got Harry Gant? Let's check it out. Let's type it in. Harry Gant went to Caldwell. Caldwell, congrats on that autograph. Way to pick up the E through H's. All right, here's our first memorabilia of the night. Now, I may be sending some requests to you. I decided I'm collecting the memorabilia sets. I do like those the best. Each time we open up a fresh one, I always decide what I'm collecting, and now I will be collecting the memorabilia sets. I have a few already, but if I need yours, I might give you a trade, or if it's for sale, if it's in your personal collection. Let's take a look at Michael McDowell. This is the parallel. Ty Gibbs on the Race Kings. And here's our first rated rookie. We got the Butterbean. I thought these were shopping carts. First time I looked, I'm like, why does he have shopping carts? I thought those were shopping carts. And how about Christopher Bell? Christopher Bell on the parallel. Ryan Preece, optic. And and the Chase Elliott eye. Oh, how about a blue Richard Petty out of 199? This is 177 out of 199. There's Carson. And here's my favorite, not card, but my favorite pattern. I do like the explosion. I think they did a good job on the explosion here. You got Alex Bowman for $1. And they put the explosion in the right spot. It's highlighting the driver. I think that's a nice, those are nice cards. There's blue and then there's red on those. That one's red out of 99, but that is a good job. I like that they did that. Last year, I think the explosion was kind of off-centered, and it was like, why is that there? But they do a nice job framing the driver on the explosions this year. Let's keep the box going. Just get the base on camera. We got Martin Truex. Now remember, I'm sending everything. You get all the base cards. You get all the inserts, the parallels, everything. Justin Allgaier, the Burning Rubber. This one is red, number 10 out of 99. And Tyler Reddick. Unleash Tyler Reddick. More Justin Allgaier love. Look at that. Holding his trophy. The Xfinity Trophy. Congrats. I do have a little money on Justin Allgaier this year also. Zane Smith. Optic. And then Christian Eckes for the coming attractions. All right, how about Austin Dillon? J-Mac here. We got a wild card. The filler. Richard Petty T. And here's some red coming up. There is Brendan Poole. Probably got that one. I know you're going for the rainbow, but you probably got that one already. Amarola out of 199. The optic, last year, remember, it was just black and pink. So I'm liking the optic. Has a lot of color. I'm going to grab some Donruss Megas and some Donruss Blasters. So look for that. Maybe about next weekend. I'll see what I can get out of that because we could do some collecting the rainbows. And then Carson again on the season highlights. All right, last stack of box number one. We're only on box number one here. Plenty of break left. We did have our 2 memorabilia and our autograph already. Here we go. Christopher Bell, some base there. We got another dinger. There's AJ Allmendinger. Jeff Gordon Optic. And the Dale A. I was thinking about putting that set together too, but I think the memorabilia worked nice for me. Jeff Gordon. And it's fun showing it off too after we do a break. Matt DiBenedetto Optic. Tyler Reddick season highlights. More Justin Allgaier. Look at that. He keeps showing up. There's Tyler Ankrum. And a Race Kings Joey Logano. For some reason, no matter which way I turn the cards, they're always upside down. There's Ross Chastain. A red out of 299. It's 248 out of 299. Here is William Sawich. And then there's our first Connor Zilisch. The eye. We did get the, out of 10, we got the gold eye of that one. We did grab that. All right, there's our first box. Let's do one more. Let's do one more Donruss. And then we'll go to a National Treasure right away. Let's do one more Donruss here. Here's box number 2. And then let's see, let's change it up. I've opened up so many Donruss this week. I'm looking forward to the National Treasure. Now we had the autograph right away, a little Harry Gant autograph. Let's see what we see in this one. I'm a fan of Harry Gant. I know people are like, oh, that's a bad autograph, but I like him, so I think that's a good autograph. Here's a purple Chase Briscoe. There's Chase Briscoe purple. The mullet, optic, and how about Justin Bonsignor? There's an autograph. This is the second one that was in the first pack. Here's Justin. It is not numbered. It's an optic autograph. Who's getting that one? Who's grabbing the autograph? That's going to Caldwell also. Hey, there you go. Have a good start to the break. Congratulations there. I don't know if that's going on the Wall of Fame, but Connor Zillage. Jeb Burton. And here's a hollow Richard Petty, the Y. 197 out of 199. There's Mr. Beers. He's number 1. Austin Beers for that one. Christian Eckes. Which one? Can you show the Jeb Burton? Which particular? We got Josh Williams. We haven't had a big Jeb Burton yet. Noah Gragson. We got Harry Gant and Justin Bonsignor was our autographs. Those are the 2 autographs. Was Harry Gant back there, and then Justin over there. Were 2. Nothing made the fire yet. I would have put Harry Gant in the fire. Here is Amarola. There's Ty Gibbs. And then Bradley Kay. We've also had a bunch of numbers. We had a couple out of 99s, but I think 99 actually is our lowest number so far. And I read The Explosion. I believe that was Alex Bowman. But here we go, I'm feeling it. We're going to have some nice numbers here. Let's see. There we go, here comes a, ready? So we got Chandler Smith. And then a purple Ty Gibbs. Remember, purples are out of 59. This is number 2. Number 2 out of 59. Ty Gibbs. And then here's Ricky Stenhouse. Let's suit it up. Again, I think that's look at that. That's a nice clean card. Now, I would say, here you got one solid color there. All right, that's not numbered. We've had numbered cards out of 10 that have a solid color, and then we had non-numbered cards that had like 5 colors in it. Or sheet metal that had a nice little pattern in it. I think they need to do a little better job there. Hold on. Is that? Oh, I saw some gold right there, but I think that's just the contest card here. Let's see what we can see. Yep, Brendan Jones. There's the season highlights Dale. That always gets me. That always tricks me. Get excited. Here is Kyle Petty. Austin Dillon is the optic. And then Carson Quapple for the Coming Attractions one. Here is Michael Waltrip. A red, $2.99. Got Lane Riggs. And in there, let's see, look at that explosion. I'm liking those. Here is another red, so another one out of 99. This is 62 out of 99. William Byron. That's my favorite pattern for the Donruss. Let's see. We're still on the second box. We'll do the second half here. Do 4 and 4, as we've been doing. All right. Hold on. I see some black. Todd Gilliland. Here's SVG. That's a free SVG. He was one of the giveaways. Congratulations on that. And then right here, like I see, a 2-color Chase Briscoe. Pedal to the Metal. Again, a nice series. It's not numbered. And then a Richard Petty T. I always like this picture. He's holding his picture of his picture. All right, how about Ryan Blaney? And then here's a nice low number, a black Chris Buescher. Remember, these are out of 39. That's our low number of the day, 13. 13 out of 39. I think that's going to go. We'll start off the fire with this one. Chris Buescher. We'll just toss that in there. Let's remove that one just so you can see how it works. There's our fire for the day so far. I just like that. A little more zoomed in for you. And I spent a lot of time making the fire. Here's Jeff Gordon. All right, how about a little Heim time? For the optic and the spelling, again, here's a spelling. A little Dale Earnhardt speller. And a Butterbean Queen rated rookie parallel. We have Ben Rhodes. More Carson Osmer. Happening all the time here. I said his name a lot, and there's Chase Elliott, Race Kings. All right, last stack of box number 2. Let's take a look. Let's see how we're feeling here. Box number 2. How we doing, chat? Hopefully nobody fell asleep. We're not too late today. We went all the way to midnight last night, so hopefully we're not too bad. We have Darrell Waltrip, followed by Davey Allison, and then Connor Z for the Z. Here is Tony B, Ryan Preece, Optic, and a William Byron Race Kings. What else we got? Matt Mills, Eminem on there. Ty Gibbs again on the Optic, and Daniel Suarez for the Race Kings. Here's last pack, little last pack magic of box number 2 is Jimmy Johnson. How about Jimmy Johnson? There is Riley Hurst. And our last card there, Chase Elliott, the E for Elliott on the spelling, which I like. I like that they're doing that. And I like that they're different pictures too. I would say it would have been nicer if the Optic and the base cards didn't have the same picture. I understand what they're doing, but it would have been nice if they were different pictures. Let's go to a National Treasure. Give me 1 second to clean up. And I mean, take a look. This is the stack of parallels and inserts. It's a nice ratio. Yeah, almost half the is parallel. That's not including the memorabilia. You know, the patches. I kept those aside, so that is not too shabby. All right, let's get to our first box of National Treasure. Good luck with this one here. Let's see. Let's pull some magic here. Let's get the fire all fired up. Hold on here. Let's give some cuts. I don't know. Is that a superstitious? I don't want to cut that back one. We'll do one across there just to be a little superstitious. All right. That's a little thicker. Take a look. A little thicker on the thicker side. Let me remove those. Let me get my no peeking pads here. Make a good cut. There we go. No peeking. peeking. Nothing in there. Nothing there. All right, here is the silver pack. Come on, everybody say autograph here. We pulled one already. Okay, ready? Everybody say autograph. Joey Logano, Sam Meyer, and there's Joey Logano. And I like that they're that kind of made me I thought they were doing the old Panini sword again, but I think they're doing this on purpose to get the car and the driver in the same silver pack. So, all right, that's not too bad. All right, here, let's see. Good luck here. Hey, first, speaking of Ryan Blaney, how about a Rides, a 1 out of 25. Okay, again, one of my favorites. I do like the base. National Treasure, I do like the National Treasure base. I think they did a good job. Nice clean card. Ryan Blaney. Another base. How about Carl Edwards? There is out of 10. 8 out of 10, Carl Edwards. Take a look at that. What do you think? A nice Carl Edwards. Okay, how about some memorabilia here? We have J-Mac out of 75, a little tires. Followed by, there you go, Christian Eckes, sheet metal. Okay. Yep, J-Mac's always in. We keep pulling J-Mac. I got a J-Mac magnet. Also, Daniel Suarez. If I was a bet man, I'd be pulling some Daniel Suarez here. Here is Christian Eckes. Two color. Okay, there is a booklet in here. We're gonna wait for the end on that. How about a jumbo patch? Hold on, that is a patch. Yep, jumbo sheet. Not sheet metal. This is Firesuit, I believe. It's number 37 out of 99. Here we go. There you go. That's a good fit. There you go. Little Jimmy Johnson right there. Let's see. I think we're on the autographs here. Our first auto on card. How about a Ward Burton? Who picked up Ward Burton? That must have been a good deal for you. And now you got an on card number 2 out of 25. A Ward Burton auto. We'll put him right next to Harry Gant. We got the old school right there. Next autograph is Matty D. Maybe, hold on, just gotta check the card holder here. Now take a look. I don't want to be all old school on you, but look at Ward Burton, look at Harry Gant, nice auto. Matt, I don't know what you did there. I'm an autograph snob, and I'm here to tell you, I think a little better effort on that, Matt, for that autograph. Okay, how about what's coming next? We have, look at this guy. This is not too bad. Little Josh Berry. The track side. See, those are nice cards. I like that part also. On card auto. Josh Berry. This is 54 out of 99. That's a very good card. I know it's only out of 99, but that's a beautiful card. The track passes are a nice series from National Treasure. Congrats on that. I'll put that on the wall. One more auto before the booklet. Here is little Joey Logano. A nice clean Joey Logano autograph. Here we go. 22 out of 49. Congrats. Billy, is that you? Billy K? Is this your Joey Logano? Let's check it out. Joey Logano, yes, congrats on that. Nice pickup. 22 out of 49 for you. All right, here's the booklet. Good luck, everybody. Hey, ready? Set. Prime Firesuit, Daniel Hemric. 2 out of 2. All right, here's what makes me nervous. Come on, we want a Daniel Hemric autograph. Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's not too bad. A nice patch right there. Okay, let's get the nice focal point here. There's a Daniel Hemric auto. And then I'm trying to think of the not Blue Ridge. Blue G. Anybody? A bank? It's obviously a bank. That's a nice patch. I wonder what the next. What if everybody has that next part? There you go. Who had Daniel Hemric? Let's give a shout out. Daniel Hemric. Hey, Kyle. That's a nice pickup for $5. Way to grab Daniel Hemric. Congratulations. Very nice pickup. 2 out of 2. Now see, that's not going to fit in the fire there, and I want to protect that a little better. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on hold right there, even though I would put it in the fire. Okay, Blue Gate Bank. There T Cook. See, T Cook's a very intelligent man. I agree. Yes, Blue Gate Bank. So you think the second half says Gate with his autograph? 2 out of 2. That's a nice booklet. And the way Panini sorts, I'm sure the second half is in that box right there. All right, what do you think? How's our halfway done with the break? How are we feeling? I do like including the National Treasure. There's some nice fire there. We take a drink here. All right, let's get going. We're going to go back to Donruss here, and we'll finish up with the National Treasure. Let's move into some Donruss. Let me clean up a touch. We'll show those hits at the end. I'll keep those up there. All right, let's get going for some Donruss. We haven't had many low numbers in Donruss, so I'm hoping we're going to start with some low numbers here. Let's see. What did we say? Oh yeah, that's hey, everything lined up for you, Kyle. Everything lined up for you, Kyle B. It worked out well. Congrats. There's Josh Williams, Tony B, and how about a pedal to the metal, Eric Jones. Oh, Williams saw which one more. See that? Four nice inserts there. Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher on the optic, and Alex Bowman, our little Race Kings Alex Bowman. We have Eric Jones, Kyle Busch optic, and Connor Zilic, the H. A Cole Custer. There's red Parker Retzlaff out of 199, and the S, Kyle Larson S, to finish off that stack. Here's the second If you're watching on YouTube right now, please follow. I gotta remember to say that. Here is a blue Todd Gilliland, Chase Briscoe, and then there is our autograph, a little Taylor Gray. How about a little Taylor Gray auto? What do you think? These kids nowadays, their autographs. Nope, not putting them on the wall. I'm being a snob here. I'm putting all the old school with the nice autographs on the wall. Okay. Little Taylor Gray. Yeah, it's a gray. Let's see what else we got. Nick Sanchez. How about Jeff Gordon? And Frankie Nunez. Rated rookie there. Optic. Harrison Burton. A red out of $2.99. Kurt Busch Optic. And Martin Truex. The Unleashed insert. Here is Justin Haley with the Chili shirt. Harrison Burton. And then take a look at this one. Here is Kyle Larson. This is out of 49. Again, the explosion. The R. Oh, nice card. All right, we're halfway through Donruss and halfway through National Treasure. So this is indeed the halfway point of the break. So we're on the second half of the break now. And it's not midnight, so I think we're doing okay. Still, going to get some lower numbers here from Donruss, Kyle Weatherman. And, okay, speaking of lower numbers, how about a Jeff Gordon Pandora? Oh, that's not too bad. That's a nice card. Now, remember, those Pandoras are not numbered, but I believe that's a case hit. We've had, in each case, we've only had one Pandora, and we've opened up 3 cases already. They're on the 4th case right now, and we've only had one Pandora from each case. Okay, so let's, sorry, Chris Buescher. We're going to slide Jeff Gordon in there. I'm going to move Chris Buescher over and put a little Jeff Gordon on the fire. Very nice. Congrats. Who got Jeff Gordon? That one's going to Steve T. Thank you. Thank you for picking up Jeff Gordon. That's a very nice hit for you. Like I said, each box, each case, we've only had one Pandora. So I want to call that a case hit. Let's move to that Race Kings. KK on the parallel. There's David Starr Optic. And Chase Elliott. The L for Elliott. Brett Holmes Optic. An Unleashed Denny Hamlin. And then Caden Honeycutt, a rated rookie parallel. Anthony Alfredo. Kevin Harvick. Optic. And Joey Logano. These are the exciting Joey Logano on a season highlights. I believe, I think we're owed memorabilia here. Let's see. We had the autograph already. We need a memorabilia. All right, here's some color. What are we looking at here? We're looking at Denny Hamlin. And, oh, we were just talking about doing the rainbow. How about a purple out of 59, Brendan Poole? There you go. There you go. The Elm was going to get a rainbow. We're working on that. Here's Lane Riggs. There we go. I said we needed a memorabilia. Pedal to the metal. And a Richard Petty with the old school helmet. the P. There's Raja. And then Darrell Waltrip on the Optic, and more Richard Petty, Unleashed Richard Petty. There's Bubba Wallace. Lane Riggs for Optic. And then Dale for the spelling. One more, last pack. Taylor Gray. Here's Taylor. A red out of $2.99. Jeremy Clements. Optic. And Jeff Gordon again. $1.99. The holographic. The hollow. I keep saying holographic. We'll call it a hollow. All right, that was a nice Jeff Gordon box. Hey, Franchise Kick, thank you. Thanks for jumping in here. Thanks for joining in. We are halfway through our break going on right now. Had some nice, hey, last big thing, as you can see in the fire, little Jeff Gordon inside the fire. Jeff Gordon Pandora. And we had a nice, I'm going to show it off again for you, a nice little booklet, a little Daniel Hemric booklet here. Very nice. Nice pickup, Kyle FB. But we're opening up some Donruss. We're doing a little mixers. Mixers are starting for us. So thanks for being here. And if you enjoy mixers, we're doing a daybreak mixer next Wednesday at noon, my time. Okay? Yeah, at noon Wednesday. So if you're joining in from the raid, welcome. Let's have a little fun. I tried to sell you something, but the break's sold out already. Thanks everybody for that. Oh, wow. Maybe not a case break. Because, how about another Pandora? Ty Gibbs. I was going to say it's a case hit. Look at that. A Ty Gibbs. These are all from the same case. I just opened up the case right now, right before the show. Well, that's lucky. Who got a little luck on Ty Gibbs here? We're going to give a shout out. T. Cook. Congrats on that. Way to pick up Ty Gibbs. Nope. Jeff Gordon's staying in the fire, but I'll put Ty Gibbs right next to him. But I'm a Jeff Gordon guy, so. Ryan Blaney, Caden Honeycutt on the rated rookie. Congrats there. Let's see what else we got. Carl Edwards. The mullet on the Optic. And then more Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon R, as the Pirates say. Brett Holmes is the parallel. Sammy Smith. Optic Prism there. Optic Silver. And then Sam Meyer for the coming attractions. Let's keep going. We have Sonny D, little Josh Berry, Noah Gregson, and then Dale, one more Dale on the Spellbound, the R for Dale. What we thinking, chat? I'm thinking there's some nice stuff happening here. I'm liking the mixer. And a pretty nice National Treasure box right before this. Keep it going. Let's see, we cheat. Some red, some silver. Let's see what sneaks up on us. Alex Bowman. Brendan Jones. And how about little Ryan Newman? Okay. Take a look. They put a little effort. That's some nice artwork. I do like the artwork on the burning rubber. That was out of 49, by the way. Here's Jeff Gordon again. Let's keep Jeff Gordon coming. T. Cook's all over that. Here is Brendan Poole, a red out of $2.99. Michael McDowell. And then Dale Earnhardt A for the Spellbound. And then let's see what else we got in here. Got Carson Kvapil. I'm impressed. Those Bigfoot videos are pretty good. Billy K, if you do that, you are indeed. I'd like to see you pull that off. JHN. Brendan Jones. And then let's finish off with Connor Zillage, the S. I'm going to do that filter. I'm going to do the Bigfoot filter. We're going to join a break, and I'm going to post my face, and it's going to be the Bigfoot filter. And I'm going to do the whole break like that. I just got to get the Bigfoot hands. You got to get the hands in there, too, on it. Isn't AI wonderful? All right. Good luck. Good luck. Here's some green. How about Connor Mosek? A green Tanner gray. There you go. There's a Tanner for you. Greens are out of 99. And how about Sam Meyer? A red. Little two-color sheet metal there. It's not too bad. And then there's William Solwich. Unleashed. Matt DiVincenzo. Alex Bowman. Happening a lot too. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the tag. He was feeling bad. We kept saying Taylor Gray, Taylor Gray, Taylor Gray. So I thought he'd want a little Tanner Gray. Here is Ty Gibbs. And Jeff Gordon. That seems to be the theme here for this box. And a Race Kings Denny Hamlin. Here is Lane Riggs. There's another Tanner Gray. And a little William Byron Hollow out of 199. Try to get that rainbow on camera. Are we owed an autograph? Hold on here. We might be getting, let's see. We count, but got so many autographs laying around. Let's see. Sammy Smith. Well, SVG, Optic. And yes, we are autograph. How about a Ryan Blaney Explosion autograph? A little dialed in. Dare I say bang for the Explosion. Take a look. It is 22 out of 25. He's got a small autograph, but it's a nice and clean autograph. Very nice. That's going too. It's always fun to... Caldwell, is he here? Can someone tag? Let's put that up here on the wall. That's a nice explosion. I do like the explosions. Oh, there he is. Congratulations on that. I thought we were owed an autograph, and that's a nice one. Kyle Larson, the L. Keep going. Tyler Ankrum. And Connor Zillage. Got a lot of these, the holographic ones. And how about Luke Fenhouse, rated rookie. Here comes a purple. KK. A little Heim Time Optic. And Brad K. Race Kings. All right, last pack. Last pack of the box is Chase Briscoe. We got Christian Rose and Chase Elliott. to finish off that pack. What are we looking at here? Oh, happy birthday! Is there happy birthday? Who's that? Let me clean up a touch. And then we'll do the Donruss, and then we'll finish off with National Treasure. So don't fall asleep on me yet. Here we go. Let me get the last Donruss box of the break, and then we'll finish with the National Treasure, and I'll show the hits here at the end. One more box of Donruss. Again, thank you for being here, everybody. Still got lots of break left to go, but if you're looking for another one, we have a mixer, a daybreak, a mixer at noon on Wednesday, noon my time, so you can check that out and whatnot. And then I'm going to be trying to find some megas and some blasters, mix it with some of the hobby, have a little fun trying to get everybody the rainbow that they're looking for. So look for that also. And then if you're a baseball person, Topps Chrome's coming out. I'm going to do a little Topps Chrome. Oh, here comes some mojo. Everybody pay attention. We got Bubba Wallace to start on the optic. Here is Kurt Busch, a red, suited up, on a 99. And then Kyle Larson. Oh, one more with a little extra there. Rated rookie Brent Cruz. Here comes a mojo of the mullet. A little Josh Williams. This one's numbered 15. Number 15 out of 25. There we go. We'll put that right there. And then Joey Logano, optic. Here's Kyle Busch, Race Kings. Let's keep going. Riley Hurst, Chandler Smith, optic. And a little Chase Elliott, the T for Spellbound. Ryan Preece. Here's a Burton, little Jeb Burton red. And then Chase Elliott for the Unleashed. Oh, got the Bigfoot video going. I'm going to look for it. Let's see on this one. How about a gold? I haven't seen a gold here yet in the Donruss. Ty Dillon. There's Daniel Dye. And we haven't. Here's a little Sage. Oh, here's a good problem to have. I need another pack of top loaders. There's this autograph we haven't seen in a while. Not in the base. And it's an explosion. Sage, this is number 9 out of 25. Again, same thing like the Ryan Blaney one. Another out of 25. Caldwell, did you pick that one up too? We'll put that right there so you can see it. Oop, maybe we won't put that right there. I just got to shorten the table another 3 inches, or lengthen my arms, one or the other. There we go. That's 2 nice out of 25s there. And a Jeff Gordon. And you can see my armpits when I reach for it. Lawless Allen. Zane Smith optic. And then there's Andres. Season highlights. More Ryan Blaney love. How about number 61 out of 299? JHN. And a little Heim Time coming attractions. We have Hallie Deegan, Bradley K, and more Connor Zilic Unleashed. Lots of Connor in the Donruss. We did pull an autograph yesterday. That was nice. Let's see. Finish up. We're in the second half of the last Donruss box, and then we'll open up the National Treasure. Here is Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin is the optic, and then Raja for the coming attractions. I don't remember on the. There's a lot of parallels. I'm trying to think of in our last breaks. I don't think I saw many inserts for Amarola. A lot of parallels. We've had a few of those, but I didn't see many inserts, to be honest. I agree with you. Jeff Gordon. There's not many inserts. They're all the same driver. Some of the biggies. And Bill Elliott. More Carson. We're seeing him a lot. And then there's Kyle. Oh, I'm sorry, Corey. I thought it was Carl Larson there for a second. Here's Hallie Deegan. $2.99 of red. There's Kyle Larson. And a Brett Cruz rated rookie. All right, last stack. Last stack of Donruss. I think we're owed a memorabilia here. We should be getting a memorabilia. And how about a gold? Come on. Let's get a gold card in here. A little last stack magic. Grab a gold card. Good luck, good luck. What do we see here? We see Matt Kenseth. A green, Ben Rhodes. And how about Chris Buescher again? Pedal to the metal. A nice little sheet metal there. One more Dale, the R, the Dale Earnhardt R. We got Brad K, Ryan Blaney, and there's a rated rookie, Connor Zilic. This one, yeah, it does. It's the little you can see a little rub in there. The Band-Aid color. Two more, Daniel Suarez. There's Tyler Ingram. I always think, like, where is that on his car? Connor Zilic C. C for Connor. All right, last pack. Last pack. What are we going to end up with? Ricky Stenhouse, Sonny D. More Tyler Ingram. And how about Explosion William Solwich? 41 out of 49. There's a good finish. But we're not done yet. Don't go anywhere. We still got the National Treasure box. Let me move some of the base out of the way. All right, here we go. Last box. Little National Treasure here. Good luck. The Ernie Irvine? Yeah, I think the explosions are nice. I do like those. I mean, take a look at Ryan Blaney, Sage. Those are some nice. Those are some nice explosion cards. I like how they centered it right on the driver. Oh well, I would say this as thick as the last one. that's not. We had a book, and I thought the booklets there was only one per case, but that's just as thick as the last one. So we'll see. Maybe we got something good in here. I'm sure we do. All right, that one's empty. Empty there. All right, let's see what this is. How about an autograph? Maybe if I don't say autograph, maybe we'll get an autograph. We got Raja, Chris Buescher, and Chris Buescher for that one. And the base, starting us off with Justin Allgaier, a green out of 5. There's more Justin Allgaier love. Take a look at that. Sleeve in the base cards. That's not our low number, but pretty close. We had the out of 2 booklet. Not too shabby there. Here comes another base of Joey Logano. That's number 3 out of 49. Let's take care of that. There we go. Of course, anything under 99 I'll sleeve for you. Don't worry about that. How about some memorabilia of Bobby Labonte? The Firesuit. Number 9 out of 75. Another memorabilia. There you go. We were just talking about Almirola. How about a swatch? 8 out of 99. Another memorabilia of, well, another sheet metal. It's Chris Buescher. Two color sheet metal. 26 out of 99. We'll put those with the memorabilia over there. One more memorabilia, I believe. This is, how about a Kaz Gralla. You got some nice little lettering in there. Number 7 out of 10. Let me take care of that right now. This is, hold on here, we might have to get the thicker top loaders. There, no, that was okay. I don't want to force it. All right, take a look. 7 out of 10 for Kaz. All right, here comes the autographs. Good luck. 4 cards left in the break. First one is, oh, I'm sorry, Ty Dillon. One more memorabilia. This is 55 out of 75 at Tires. We'll put that with the memorabilia. That missing auto. We got Colossal, Connor Mosack. Rookie auto. Oh, I dropped my top loaders, my penny sleeves here. All right, that's a nice sheet metal. Another out of 10, a gold. I think it'll fit here. Yep, there we go. On card auto. I do like those. Gold. Here is, a little more Justin Allgaier love. You got the silhouette. This is from Prime, the repacks. That's the one thing. 83 out of 99. I need a little bigger top loader for that. All right, last card of the night. Thank you, everybody, for joining the break. Look for more coming up this week. It is Kyle Busch. Who called that? How about a Kyle Busch patch auto? 28 out of 99. Let's take a look at the hits here to finish off. Okay. I don't want to look at the memorabilia. Let's take a look at some of the hits. Let me grab these. Hey, I appreciate everybody being here. Thanks for joining the break. I want to show some of these big hits to finish off. Little highlight reel. First of all, I don't want to handle them too much. I'm going to get this in a really nice top loader for you. But that's one of my favorites. I like the booklet, 2 out of 2. And then the Justin Allgaier, I'm going to get a bigger top loader for that also. The silhouette. And let's see, we have some of the nice base cards. Carl Edwards out of 10. We had Ryan Blaney out of 25. There's our autographs. Joey Logano out of 49. Matt D, 99. And Jimmy Johnson silhouette, not autograph, but National Treasure out of 99. And another autograph, Justin Bonsignor. The Optic. We got Taylor Gray auto. Excuse me. And then there's the last card of the night. A Kyle Busch on-card autograph out of 99. Connor Mosack, a rookie card with sheet metal and autograph. The Kaz memorabilia out of 10. A nice gold race used metal. And like I said, the bases are all nice. Joey Logano, and here's a nice low number base. Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier showing up today. And then we had the Mojo. There's just a very beautiful card. It is 99, Josh Berry, but a very pretty card. I like that one. Some Ty Gibbs and Jeff Gordon on the Pandora. Remember, those are not numbered. Here's out of 39, black. And a few autographs to finish up. Explosions. There's Sage Crown. And Ryan Blaney. And some classics. Harry Gant. And a little Ward Burton. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining the break. It's not midnight, so it is nice. A nice National Treasure break right there with some Donruss thrown in. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. And have a good night, everybody. Let's see who else is breaking right now. We could go join somebody. Who we got? The Grand Fan is doing some singles. Let's take a look at some singles from the Grand Fan. Okay, let's join him. Have a good night, everybody.
United with a rate of 11.
Thank you, United. Appreciate you. What are we up to now? 20?
Yeah. 22, 23.
Should I run another good card? No break tonight, just doing singles, but I appreciate the rate. Thank you very much. With 23 people? I don't know.
Elders here.
You know what? Here, we'll do this one. Kyle Busch, 9 of 10. Kyle Busch. We're going to run it at $1. There you go.
Dollar auctions here.
Running at $1. 9 of 10, guys. 9 of 10. Kyle Busch. 9 of 10. 9 of 10 on Kyle Busch. 9 of 10. Dollar is here. Is it 9 of 10? Yes. 9 of 10, you prick. $9 of 10. Thank you, Cal Will.
Powell.
Yep.